Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I want to share with you a flip through of my finished paper bag journal. If you have not seen the video where I shared the making of this journal, be sure to check it out. I believe it's the last video I posted. It's a pretty long video, it's very chatty, but it gives you a sense of my thought process in making this journal. I finally did finish the cover. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I stitched the entire cover using some zigzag and straight stitching. I don't know if it's easy to see. Maybe you can see it there better. And I absolutely love the feel of it. I used a rice paper image. I think this one is Studio Light, art by Marlene. This is definitely, these are her dolls, her creations. I took the rice paper, backed it onto a white file folder so that it would be a little thicker. And also I used white because I wanted to keep the vibrant colors of the rice paper itself, or the image. If you back a rice paper or an image that's on rice paper onto a dark background, it's going to dull your image. I wanted to keep it bright, so I backed it onto a white file folders, some white file folders I got from Dollar Tree a little bit ago for that very reason, to use it to back my rice paper images onto, because I have a lot of images that are on rice paper. So I did that, and I rough cut it. I kept the edges very rough, the same way I kept the pages of the signature rough. I did the same with the front. And before I glued it on, I did sew the image to kind of give the impression that it is sewed onto the cover, but it's not. I sewed the image first, and then I glued it onto the cover. On the bottom here, I have some more Tim Holtz fabric that I used to frame these two chipboard pieces. These are by Dina Wakely. So I think it was Ranger recently. Yeah, it's definitely Ranger. Recently, they have those dollar deals every so often. I am signed up on their mailing list, so anytime they have a dollar deal, I get notification and I go see what it is that they're clearing for $1. And this time it was all these chipboard shapes by Dina Wakely. So I pretty much got one of everything they had available, including this one. It was just words: make, do it, be you, art, and spill. So coincidentally was sitting on my desk when I was working on this journal cover, so I decided to use two of them, make and art, and I think it turned out well. Originally I thought I would do a little bit of experimenting and try to do some embossing with some white embossing powder, but that was kind of freaking me out a little bit because I've never done that before, and I just didn't want to ruin anything. So this just worked out for me perfectly. It's a really tall book. It's much taller, much taller than the original paper bag that inspired this. So this is the paper bag journal that inspired it. You can see very different vibes. This is very Halloween-y, kind of purples, blacks, oranges. This, my intention is for it to be a little brighter. This is much taller than this one, which I'm not mad about, but it's not as wide. Again, not mad about that either. It's nice to have different journals with different shapes and different canvases and surfaces to work on. It's just, I think, just more exciting that way, at least in my mind. So that's the cover. I splattered some white gesso on it, and I also used, I don't know, can you see that? Can you see that beautiful shine in the orange and green color? Do you know what that is? That is the new Distress Spritz by Tim Holtz. He recently released like 12 colors, and being a Tim Holtz addict and loving all of his mixed media products, I wanted to try it. So I got them and immediately decided, let's try it on this journal. So I did spritz the cover with some twisted citron and spiced marmalade, and absolutely love the way that turned out. Look at that. So pretty. So very pretty. So that's the cover. Here's the back. Okay. And the inside is the same paper bags that I showed you before, with the addition of the pages from that book, that art journal book. American Art, was it called? I'm not sure. Check out the first video. And I used a 5-hole stitch to attach the signature to the book. There's only one signature. I used some waxed thread, color green, just keeping consistent with the same color I used for the sewing on the front and back of the cover. I did, after the fact, go in and add a few more paper bags to create some pockets. I realized I didn't have any pockets. At first, when I was making the journal, I figured I would just create pockets and stuff like that and tuck spots, but I do like having some paper bags in their original form or shape to create some pockets to play on. So I added, I think, 2 paper bags, which gave me 4 pockets. Okay, here's the center signature. You can see that green waxed thread there. And I absolutely adore the way it turned out. I mean, except for the cover, which is finished, everything else is pretty base, very foundation. Fun pages for me to work out. I mean, to work out. I do need to work on. So I'm super excited about that. I mean, this journal is starting the exact same way this one did. This one, before I started working in it and using all of my supplies and items in my stash, I was able to transform a lot of these pages. You can see the first half of the book, what it looked like, and second half, you can still see those very base foundation pages. So super excited that I got to finish this one. And very much looking forward to working in it. I think it's going to be a little bit before I get to it though, because I'm still working on this in this journal. We are in what I am officially calling spooky season. We all know that, you know, first day after 4th of July, so that would be July 5th. For me, that's the start of spooky season. So I'm going to start doing more Halloween projects with other type projects, kind of sprinkled here and there. So that is my finished journal, my friends. I hope you enjoy watching the chaotic process that it was, and let me know what you think. I do have to admit that I kind of have an itch to continue to make more paper bag journals. I am recently returned from Florida and got some amazing paper bags from there, and I'm thinking I want to make another journal. Maybe it's not my next project because I just did this one, but I am going to make another paper bag journal. And that one is going to be more, I think, spooky inspired, or for the simple fact that the bag I got is a bag also from Gideon's Bakery, which is where I got this bag from. Gideon's Bakehouse in Orlando, Florida, in downtown Disney. Well, it used to be downtown Disney, now it's Disney Springs, but they had a new bag, and of course I got one, and it is gorgeous. I want to make a paper bag journal with it, but that's a project for another day. That is all for today, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you, and I will catch you all in my next video, my friends. Until next time, bye bye.